Bienvenue to Le Café Craft. Guys, it's been such a long time. I've been missing you. I really, really did. I was in that black hole of crafting and gluing and cutting. Anyhow, we're having a flip through. We're gonna make it sweet and short or short and sweet. I don't know which order, both preferably. So here it is. It is a girl. It's a girl. It's for a girl. It's a journal type of thing. So here's the cover. It's you know, invisible binding. This is the back. It's made out of a big folder divider thing. The girl, I'm gonna say girl because she's 22, so you call them girls. It is for first name start with a J. This is why there's a little J here, and we are going for it. So the closure is sari silk. So yes, you can undo the bow and this and that, but we're not gonna do that this time. This thing is annoying because it's not staying straight. It's never gonna stay straight the whole time. All right, ready, set, go. That is the closure. Cool, cool, cool. Here it is, extremely pretty. So, first page. So as you guess, there is a pocket here, and there is a pocket in the back, right here, and that's where those fit in. I thought that was a pretty cool way to do it. Okay, what do we got here? The whole feeling I had was papery. I wanted paper. I was in the paper thing, so it's paper everywhere. I should mention, so she is 22. She's a young professional. She's pretty slick. She is very good looking. She's tall, slim. She has brown hair. She works for export. She works for a company making duvet cover and pillows and duvet and all kind of stuff like that, because you're gonna see, you know, some of that called on while we flip pages. And also she stayed a few years in London, and that's all I can think of, but you know, as we go, we've found out. As born August 25th 98, and she's 22. So first little thing here is a little tag, happy birthday. I'm gonna take those out because I want you to see the look of it. So it's multi-layer, and it is papery, okay? You know, there's no sharp edge, it's just torn paper. I don't know, I wanted to go for that look. And embossing, I mean, I had an embossing folder, I just went berserk on it. So those are those. So here's the first one. How pretty is this? This is such a pretty painting. So it goes in here, and that's plenty to write on. This is, so because she's 22, she's pretty much in like fashion, but you know, like sober elegant will be the word. So you're gonna see there was all kind of little fashion wink wink everywhere. That's some of the sari silk. And number 8 of a old tarot game, and that goes here. I kind of like the crescendo, I don't know, you see what I'm saying. In French it would be dégradé. Forever, anybody French here, it's a dégradé, right? Okay, so I got this. You can stuck little thing in here if you want to, but I didn't. I mean, you can barely close that thing. So that is a die cut, and I put some vellum paper in the back of it. This is a gigantic, obviously, playing card. Let's put little notes. Goes in here. It is to write on. This is something you write on. Same thing here. I thought that was pretty. Those are little, you know, papery thing. It's all paper. This time-sensitive material. This is, so, you know, that's the same thing. You know what I'm talking about. This is the Tuesday, August 25th of 2020, by the way, because it's a dollar store thing. They have every day of the year. That's a little word game. Now this, which is a little, it's not glassine, mind you, but little plastic pocket, you know, crinkly pocket. That's a brioche wrapping. Right? See, you get to keep everything you put your hand on. So, 25 and 8 for August. That's all ledger paper. That is a business card. The standard of life. And here it says, 1 day later than by her dates. I kind of is like that. I don't know if she's extremely punctual, but you know, when you're 22, you get plenty of time to get used to punctuality. Now this is, hold on, see that little curtain here? This is the other little curtain, and this is just here because I thought it was so pretty, so that's the only reason it's here. I thought, like, this is cool. This is an old envelope from the Biltmore Hotel. So because she was in London so many times, those are English stamps, Royal Post, and inside is what I usually do for everybody, which is the astrological outlook when you're born on August 25th, Secret Self. And then on the other side is, I'm just a little bit princess. Those are rub in, rub out, you know, those things that you rub. It's a rub. And it's a wrap. That goes in here, like so. Now this little thing, so you do not untie this. This had been inspired by somebody on Instagram that I started following, and then I just love what she does. And her name is Collage Pages. And anyway, it's very inspiring, and it's not exactly that at all, but you know, kind of got me that idea. So anyway, that's because I was thinking, you know, those little those pack of newspaper when they come all packed together with the string attached, and those are little pieces of newspaper, old newspaper that I got in there. Now this is a bunch of paper because that's all there is papers. So that's a cool looking woman right here. It says remember. This is notes for notes. Same thing, portrait of a lady. This is London. And this is this is a napkin from a restaurant that we went together. So, I kept it. So I just put it there, and a little note, paper notes. So those are the notes. Where is the paper clip? Paper clip is gone here. That goes in here. Come on, you guys. Here they are. Now, here, that's another page, which is just here because I liked it, so it's here. That's an old postcard. That's the old tags. what does it say here? On these lines. And then there's 22 here. Little tags. This is she's extremely fashionable. You know, those people who put just a top and a pair of pants and they just look like fantastic. You do the same thing and you look like a rag. Anyway, just saying. So I went into a little bit the fashion thing. This is I cut out of a book, you know, London, right? And that's the Queen's birthday parade. And here it's everything is first class. She's first class, so it goes in here like this. Now this is this stamp right here, indigo blue. You can buy it online, and that is thanks to Mike Deakin, who does a lot of mixed media, and he was using that stamp for a project, and I just fell in love with it, so I had to order it. I think there is the website indigoblue.com. That's where I ordered it from. I just love that stamp. Anyway, it did something completely different than that, but I love the idea, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So this is right, and I left everything plain around it. That is tissue paper that I just crumple and you know, put some stamping pad on it. Now that's for notes. Now this is a floating page. The reason why it's a floating page is because I could make a floating page if I wanted to. So it is a floating page. And here's the other side. That is so pretty, isn't it? It's a little journaling card. Another little journaling card. I made this little envelope here. Oh yes, and she did ballet, so I got a ballerina here. It's a 7 of hearts. It goes in here. And that's the first signature. Now the middle signature is different from the other two signatures because, as you can tell, it is not the same width. I figure I'm just gonna make it different. That's the writing part. So that is, again, inspired a lot by Collage Wiz, and also somebody that I found on Instagram named Kim Soyeon. I will put all those things in the description box below, so you know, you find them. And I really love what she does. And anyway, that, I don't know, it got me going. And I had a whole bunch of coffee dye paper that, you know, like sometimes they come out so good. So I figure I'm gonna do something different. So this is the middle signature, and it's all for writing. It's all collage, and it's all coffee dyed. The only thing I did is I put sheet of tracing paper in between each of them. I don't know, I thought it would be like a little bit airy and intimate. Whatever. This is what happened. Assignment 22, because she's turning 22. This is a definition of ballerina and ballet right here. Well, you can read. I don't have to read things for you. It is a ledger, but it's a pretty cool ledger because it does have theater, magazine, books, vacation, you know. So it was not a, you know, like a spending, I mean a cool spending ledger. And I used all kind of, you know, different papers. I didn't stamp, I kept it to a minimum. I just wanted to be just that. Wishing well, that's out of an old newspaper. Little tags. That is, it's a little tag too. You can, you know, put a few paper clips so she can actually put things here if she wants to. And you can slide things in if you need to. Here it's kind of a, I'm sorry, puzzle game, you know, numbers and things and, you know. Oh, also a lot of those things that you see here, and I'm gonna put that also in the description box below, I get from the Etsy store called Paper Game. So that's where I get them. She has a lot of really cool stuff. Just saying. It's kind of like order a few things. That's my weatherproof lined paper. So that. I heard that I say that a lot. So that. Okay, so that. This is the middle of the signature. You're not gonna see any tie because I covered every single middle of signature. Which one was here? Which was covered? I don't even know. It's so covered. Oh yeah, it's inside this pocket here. Anyway, and there's a little envelope there. Because I wanted to close the envelope, the only thing I did is I slide the thread under the, you know, the binding, that's all. So you get, you know, woman fashion, work and vocation, and it is how to make a duvet cover. I thought that was so, that's a little journaling card in the back. I thought that was appropriate. Excuse me. I can do that later. More ledger paper, different papers. That's Coca-Cola. I thought that would be cool. Anyway. More papers. How should I hold the pen? See, that's important to know if you're gonna write something. But that coffee digest came out so good. This one, very simple as well. It's just, you know, a writing journaling spot, I guess. Note on further reading. And it just close that way. That I had like, I just layered, and just did a little fancy thing here. This you can put full size. I have that out of a picture album. She can put a full size picture if, you know, I'm sure she has some. I put a little one that I kind of distressed. And, you know, a little queen stamp. And put it right in here. That says private, so it's we're gonna open it because it's not hers yet, so it cannot be private to her, but it will be. And that's writing space as well. Please cooperate. Here we go. And here's this is the third signature. So this is all embossed. I'm telling you, I was into the paper thing. It's just like paper. Oh, she doesn't like lace. That's why there's no lace anywhere. Now this is, she lives in France, right? I found a check, which is French and co-bankers. Cool. Already that was great. But the date is August 25th. So that was awesome. 1909. Well, that was a little bit back then, but anyway, so I had to put it in there. Another good-looking woman here. Now that is from a flower book. Oh, totally forgot to tell you the most important thing. Her favorite color is coral, which was a little bit disconcerting at the beginning, but I kind of got it going, so that was good. Here I put a little pin because, a little clip because that pocket is pretty deep. This is a La Bolle picture, postcard, because she does go there in vacation too, so it's a little reminder that she can use the postcard if she wants to. Yeah, so it doesn't go all the way in. That is another kind of an old postcard. I thought that was, I don't know, I like it. So same thing, the binding is, that's the middle of the signature, it's in this pocket here. Oh, and that is a printout on vellum, and I sticked it to another. I use so much paper. It is papery. This is, those pattern, if you do needlepoint, so that's what that is. This is a certificate. We don't know what it's awarded for, but it's a certificate, so I give her a certificate for being, I don't know, herself. Little journaling spot there, goes in here. There's a little card here, ribbons and straw. This I found in an old newspaper too. It was the French who taught us the vital importance of little thing in style. Ha, duh, yes, hello. Thank you for stating the obvious. This is more fashion, and they're so elegant. So because if she's in the duvet pillow, I got Sleeping Beauty card, and that's embossing paper in the back. That's old ledger. That is Paris in London, right? Because of London, but you already knew that. Okay, that's very pretty too. That's out of an old newspaper, and I thought that was, she looks so cool. More good-looking women everywhere. Tickets to London. Remember this. Ticket galore. It's the whole ticket station here. That's her initial right there. That is an old postcard. That is writing space. Now the envelope goes in this pocket, see? But you can, that's a deep pocket. You can use it for, whatever. So that's a craft envelope, of course. And I put French stamps for a change. And more model people there. And then those are library cards that you can write on. Treasure, it is treasure. It's a little treasure. So that goes, it's getting me a little bit confused, but I think she's gonna have to watch the video because there's time that I get really confused, that whole thing too. This is the other side of the pattern paper, but I don't know. I love coral, but it started to be like a little bit too much. So anyway, I cover it with old newspaper ads, want ads. I thought that was, why not? Now this, go and buy yourself a baguette, because if you keep the bottom part of the baguette bag, this is what you have. How cool is that? I put tissue paper in the background. Anyway, this is a tag, and it's about handwriting, and I got handwriting embossing everywhere, and it is to write. It's a journal to write in, so I thought I put kind of, give a hint here. that is more beauty, beautiful woman with beautiful hat. Those are buttons. I mean, picture of buttons, obviously. I got some cards, shoes, and I got, this is a jeweler. I put a chandelier stamps on it. That's an old envelope. Then I put a little tag in there with, she loves to bake, so I put a recipe for chocolate cookies in there. Oh, she's turning 22, so 22, that's a bookmark because she reads a lot. That's a J right there, sorry. 22, so those are, you know, those adding and subtracting flashcards. That goes back in here. And this, and that. That thing is full to the rim. It really is. Okay, so this, now this is cool. I found it was in a book. And it was a picture of a French board, which they call French board. You know, those boards with strings and everything. So you see, it's got, I mean, it is printed, right? And I thought, oh, this is so cool. So what I did is I kind of matched that's embroidery thread. I kind of matched the color, and I just follow the same line that they did. There was an article here, so I cover it with a piece of paper and some vellum paper that was stained with one thing or another. And those are little, it's kind of like mulberry paper, but not mulberry paper, but it's extremely fine and it's extremely pretty. So I put a whole bunch of them. And then to keep them together, I did the old style. You know, when they were not using stapler or paper clip, they were putting pins. And that's not really a pin, this is a jewelry thing. I don't even know what you use that for, but it's not pointy. So I poke 2 holes and put them, so why not? That's what they were doing before. They would pin paper together. And this is good because this way kind of hold it in place. That's the other side of the flowers. This pocket is not as deep as the other one. I don't know why, but it's not. So I got the little things, you know, and little journaling card with some stamping, washi tape. That goes in here. That's the embossing, you know, back of the last signature. And here we got, this is my little cafe craft stamp right here. And I put a little ticket in there. This is a card which got 22. I mean, upside down type, but it's got 22. Oh, let me take those out so you can see the back too. This is a big tag. It's all embossed with another good-looking woman here and some stamp. And that's just a big journaling spot. And see the same thing, layer, layer, layer. So that's what I was going for. Layering paper to no end. I mean, I could have keep on filling up this thing. I had so much fun doing that. I really got into it, you know, and putting this here, that here. It was really nice. It was a really nice project. I like the idea of the, you know, the middle part just for journaling, kind of plain and simple and shorter. I don't know, for some reason I figure we make it different. To close it, well, you put those things back in. So while I'm doing that, thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I finally reached 300, so I'm kind of pretty happy about that. Also, I had a lot of comment about the lap book, so my plan is to do deconstructed lap book. I'm gonna make kind of the same lap book, the same idea anyway. We're just gonna go page after page. We're just gonna make it, and for the end of the year, I think I'm gonna have a giveaway, and the giveaway is gonna be the lap book. So I think it's gonna be, I don't know, like a few videos, because there was a lot of things involved in that lap book, but that's what's going on. So thank you all for your comments that I really appreciate, that I truly read every single one of them. I try my best to answer to every single one of them. The next video is gonna be about the lap book, and we're gonna do it one step at a time. It is not hard. Actually gonna have two options, like one involved way and one easier way. So even if you think you're not up to the task, you can totally do it. And if you think you don't have the tools, you can totally do it. We're gonna do options. There's gonna be plan A, B, C, D, so everybody can have a lap book by the end of it. And that's about that. Did I cover everything? I hope so. All right, so description below, everything is in there. If I forget things, I will add them there. And yeah, that baby is getting shipped. And also, the good thing about that, because as I said, it's one folder, so if you want to squeeze it, you can. Like, the spine is not gonna go undone or anything. It's a one piece cover, front and back. Okay, hope you enjoy it, hope you like it. I love it. Let me know, put comments and blah 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 blah, and see you very soon. We're doing the lap book. Bye.